All right, hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith, just making sure my levels look good there. It looks like everything's good to go ahead and start this. We were having a little trouble getting it to stream to our Watch Live, but it should be on Facebook, and it'll also be on our YouTube channel. And we'll also have it uploaded to fox10tv.com. So I wanted to do an update on Hurricane Rafael and show you what's going on with this tropical system. And it's currently in the center of the Gulf of Mexico. It is fairly well organized. I mean, it has a very well-defined eye. We do not have an advisory update at the 6 o'clock hour. We would normally get one, but it looks like they're just going to hold off until the next complete advisory at 9. It is over the open water, so it's not really a threat to anything, and the motion is basically straight west. The only issue we're seeing potentially out of this will be rip currents at our beaches, and so that will certainly be something that we will continue to watch for. And all right, here is that beach forecast. I'll get that pulled up for you right now. And so our beach forecast, look at the wave heights, the surf heights, 4 to 6 feet right now, and then tomorrow and Saturday they jump to 5 to 7 feet. We've got a high surf advisory in effect for the area. Definitely expecting to see some rough surf. And back to the satellite image of the system here. And it is very well defined, moving to the west. You can see I got it sped up a little bit there. And let's go to the official track and the statistics on it. And it is a 105 mile per hour category 2. It's moving west-northwest at 9, pressure 968. So where's it going? Well, we think it will go towards the west. Earlier, the thinking was that it would end up off of Louisiana somewhere. But there are a lot of different steering currents here that are in play, and the solution that the National Hurricane Center is going with is more of a south direction or southwesterly direction. It doesn't really matter because this thing is going to get ripped to pieces. If it goes to the southwest, it still could be a tropical storm with winds at 40 on Tuesday, but it's not going to be a hurricane. It's going to run into some lower sea surface temperatures, and it's also going to run into water temperatures, dry air, and upper level wind shear. So that's another thing that will really inhibit the storm. Look at the disagreements in the models. Some of the models bring it up kind of to the north and meander it, and others stall it, and then others dip it down into the Bay of Campeche and send it south towards Mexico. If it takes the more northerly route, it's going to get ripped completely apart. It will not survive. The upper level environment is not conducive to strengthening. There's a lot of dry air in the southwestern and the western Gulf of Mexico. We're about to start seeing some wind shear coming into the system, and that's not only going to disrupt the system, but it's going to force dry air into circulation. It's healthy enough right now, it's been able to wall off that dry air, but that may not be able to continue, especially beyond tomorrow. Water temperatures, the storm in the central Gulf, the colors are darker red. Once it gets in the western Gulf, they're more of an orange color, meaning a little closer to 80 degrees, kind of marginal sea surface temperatures, and of course the northern Gulf is shut down. This is what we're seeing with wind shear, and so the system is about to move into an area of moderate wind shear. If it tracked down towards the Bay of Campeche, the wind shear may be a little lower, but it will have that dry air disruption. If it moves to the north, it's going to get completely shredded apart. When the colors start to turn to orange and red, tropical systems just can't hang in there with that kind of environment. And that's what happens in November. The jet stream is happening, and that creates the upper level winds, and that's why the hurricane season is kind of winding down. Water temperatures are cooling, upper level wind shear also a big issue. Looking at the satellite radar picture, it's pretty quiet right now. We've not seen the rain out there today, and really not a lot going on. Maybe a little drizzle this evening. Just wanted to throw up your extended forecast here too. And so we are looking at temperatures into the low 80s, overnight lows in the upper 60s through Veterans Day. And we're going to continue seeing temperatures running about 10 to 15 degrees above normal, which we've seen most of this month, and that is really a high number. We will start to get some cooler weather by the middle of the week next week. The temperatures still may be above average through Thursday. And our best shot at rain, it looks pretty isolated tomorrow and Saturday, but we could see some scattered showers on Sunday with a rain chance at 40%. So that pretty much sums it up. I do want to show you one more look at one of the models. You know, this is what one of the more northerly models is showing. This is the GFS model. on what's going on with Rafael. And as we take it into tomorrow, it still could be a pretty well-defined system, but working into the weekend, the west side of the storm starts to look completely dry. And so we get to the situation where you've got about half of a system and it's likely a tropical storm on Sunday. And then taking it forward into Monday, you can see that there's hardly anything left. It's almost completely devoid of precipitation. There's just a few showers out there. A much weaker system by Monday and into Tuesday, even if it just hangs out there in the western Gulf. So a reduced threat from Rafael. We may still see rough rip currents and swells at the beaches, but that's really about it. We'll continue to have coverage on Rafael on Fox 10 News. We'll have an update at 9 p.m. tonight, and you can check out our morning show with meteorologist Nicholas Urboso tomorrow morning for more on Rafael.